Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. What do prisoners use to call each other? Cell phones. All right, and this day in history. On January 27th, 1888, National Geographic Society is officially founded. On January 27th, 1888, the National Geographic Society was officially founded for the increase and diffusion of geographical knowledge. The society was formed 2 weeks earlier on January 13th by 33 men in Washington, D.C., who had diverse backgrounds but shared an interest in geography and the sciences. But the group wasn't incorporated until January 27th. The society published the first issue of National Geographic magazine just 9 months after its launch, when editor Gilbert H. Grosvenor began publishing striking photographs alongside general interest articles in 1899. Readership soared. The society used profits from the magazine to fund research projects and world expeditions, consequently becoming an instrumental force in some of the greatest achievements in exploration and science. Some major discoveries aided by National Geographic Society include Jacques Cousteau's oceanographic work, Jane Goodall's observations of chimpanzees, Robert Peary's journey to the North Pole, and Richard Byrd's flight over the South Pole. Today, the National Geographic Society is one of the world's largest nonprofit scientific and educational institutions and presents itself as a guardian of the Earth's natural resources. That was a long one. I did not know that, though. All right. Well, I would also like to thank Little Rose for 12 months as a member. Thank you so much for your support. Also, Peter Levinson and Will Jones. All right. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Batmobile, Friar, Card, Robin, Joker, Basement, Penguin, Character, Sheriff, Devil, Capstone, Flyer, Ranger, Maid, Ballroom, Cut Up. I mean, they've got some Batman stuff going on here. It's in the first 2 rows. It really feels like a rainbow herring, especially since we just recently had a Batman category as well. So it might be a rainbow herring, meaning we should split these up into 4 categories. Now, Batmobile is highly specific. So it makes me think we're using bat or mobile and throwing out the other half, and it's purple. Capstone is also 2 words. Ballroom is 2 words. Smushed together. Let's see. Can we find something to do? Robin is a bird, so it's penguin. Robins are known for being red. Devils are known for being red. Are there other red things? There's like red. There's the green. Is there a red ranger? I think there's green ranger. I don't think so. I'm not seeing other like red things. Maybe a red card in soccer. Things that can be red. Could that be our? All right, I'm gonna hold off on that. Let's look at something else. Let's look at Joker maybe. Joker is a playing card. Friar, Sheriff, and Ranger are just kind of, I don't know, maybe they'd be like occupations you'd see in like Robin Hood stuff. Robin? I wonder if this is Robin Hood characters. Robin, Friar, Sheriff, like Friar Tuck. I'm wearing purple today, so I'm going to try to get purple first. I don't think this is purple. It might be blue or it might be yellow. Depends on what the other categories are. I'll have to make a judgment call later. But I'm going to start with it being blue. Okay, so that gets rid of Robin. I'm still not sure about Joker. Let's look at Penguin. Maid. There's also Maid Marian in Robin Hood. Ooh, so maybe not Ranger? Okay, let's get rid of Ranger and put Maid in instead. I think that makes more sense. Because I was trying to think who would be a Ranger in Robin Hood. Ballroom. Character. So if someone's a joker, you might call them a character as well. Like they're just like the class clown, right? They're joker, they're a character. It doesn't have to be class clown, but just someone who's got a personality of that type. I don't know if devil would work for that. I no longer need devil for things that are red. Capstone, Flyer, Ballroom. A card. I think a card is also someone who's like that. What's the fourth? I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to make that yellow because it's synonyms that are nouns, which tend to be yellow. But we will see. I almost hit shuffle though. That wouldn't have been good. Because my circles don't shuffle with it. So I need to find maybe devil. We'll see. I won't circle it yet. Penguin though, or maybe I should go back to Batmobile now that we've narrowed this down a bit more. Cut up. Bat would be something used in. Oh, okay, yeah, baseball bat. So starts with baseball accessories, baseball equipment, bat, cap, ball, and base. So I think that's purple. I'm gonna just try to solve the whole thing first. Although I could probably just get this in, but we'll just make sure we haven't hit a red herring. And so penguin. This is weird. It would be like penguin and probably ranger, flyer, and cut up. Because I don't know what that would be. Penguin, ranger, flyer, and cut up. Could this be purple and then like the bat stuff is blue? I don't know what cut up, like as one word. What is that for? What does that mean? If you cut something up, like that's two words. Like I cut up the piece of paper, that would be two words. Cut up feels like a noun, but I don't know what it would mean. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to have to do here is get purple. Hopefully it's purple. It is, starting with baseball gear. All right, I think I remember all this. The circle's moved anyway. So I think I'm going to use cut up, flyer, penguin, and ranger as blue, and I don't know what it is, but at a process elimination, I think that's what it's got to be. Oh, that's one away. So maybe double goes in it? Because we've got, okay, so I didn't know what the fourth character was. I thought maybe double. Maybe cut up is that then. So penguin, devil, ranger, and flyer is our blue, and that I still don't know what it is. NHL team member. Oh yeah, like the Flyers. Okay. Yeah, these are NHL teams minus the S, and unfortunately that was green, not blue. All right, so we're gonna go with Sheriff, Maid, Friar, and Robin, which I thought was gonna be blue in the first place, but then since I didn't know what this was, I kind of thought maybe it was something weird with blue. And to be fair, oftentimes sports teams are the blue category. But anyway, this is Robin Hood. First words of Robin Hood character names, and then we've got just like a Joker character of some kind. Quite the laugh. All right. Yeah, one mistake, unfortunately. I think I would not have included cut up in green if I'd realized it was hockey teams. But anyway. All right, difficulty wise. I think we're going to have people with a mistake or two, but I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of losses. Let's give it a 2 out of 5 and I don't know, 80%. You don't have to know the NHL teams. That can just happen. This isn't all that hard to find, is it? Oh, we'll see. It's the bat signal, but with a baseball. Okay. They give it 2.8. Okay. It's a bit high, I think. Holy cow. 35%. I am doing this a little early. So maybe this will improve, but it's hard to improve that much from 35%. That is extremely low. All right. So, okay. If it's mostly non-Americans doing it right now, they wouldn't know the NHL teams and they might not know baseball stuff. They might not have baseball in their mind. So that would be a big problem. Let's see what we actually lose on though. So Robin Hood is what people are getting first. And then this is a winning games. Maybe yellow, maybe green, but not NHL. Second, it evens out a bit. Wow. We have a lot of people getting absolutely nothing. 34% got absolutely nothing. 10% got only the Robin Hood character. 6% got only the starts with baseball stuff. 4% only yellow. Quite the laugh. 3% got blue, and it's like there's not like a single category other than green. No one's getting green, but other than green, there's not like a single category that people are piling up on the losing games. Like these three should have worked together. All right. Well, yeah, okay. So much tougher than I thought it was going to be. And of course, 59% of people tried the Batman stuff. We've got Devil in with yellow is a very common. I think that's just like literally a red herring, but maybe not. Robin Hood cast, putting Ranger in with Robin Hood is something I almost did. Less than 1% doing this. Yeah, this only comes about because I thought I'd had the rest of the puzzle solved, and I thought it was blue. All right. Our character flyer cut up. Okay. So, okay, 55% of people in their first move are doing the rainbow herring. Then it's blue at 11%, purple at 6%, then yellow at 4%, and green at 2%. Then it's yellow with devil instead of cut up, and then Ranger with Robin Hood at 2%. All right. Well, did you make it through this one? How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Tuesday, January 27th. We'll do easy, medium, and hard. All right. So it's helpful to visualize where the dominoes have to be placed. It's actually extremely useful to do that. So if you can't do that in your head, just pull out a pen of some kind, write it out. So what do we have 3 of? And they have to be on 3 separate dominoes. Yeah, we don't even have a double. We have 3 2s. So a 2 going into a greater than 3 has to be the 4. And then we have 2 3 and 2 blank left. 2 blank has to get thrown out because we don't have another blank. So we're going to do 2 3. And then this is going to be 6 5, and this is going to be 3 6. All right. Cool. Yeah, not too bad. Let's play the medium. Let's write this out as well to see what we're dealing with here. What is our forced geometry? So we need a double in there. Do we have a double 6? We do not. So this has to go down. But this... Actually, we know that this doesn't go down. The reason is that these would be identical dominoes. The bottoms have to be equal and the tops both have to be 6. So we're going to do this and this instead. All right. Now, how many 6s do I have? I have a 6 5 and a 6 4. So do I want 5 or 4? Either way seems to work right now. So what do I have that's a double? I have 4 4 as a double. And I have 1 1 as a double. I'm getting the feeling I need 1 1 in like this 5. So I'm going to put the 4 4 here. So we need 5 in 4 digits. I wonder if we need this blank blank in it. And then like 1 4 coming out of it. It almost feels like we should do... Oh no, we can't do 12 and 2 like that. Oh, maybe we should do the 6 5 here. And then the 1 1 down here. And then the blank blank here. And then the 4 2 into that. That gets us added to 5. And now we do have... Oh, I used too many 6s. So that's no good. Maybe I should use up my 6s. Let's just put these in some order. Less than 10. So 5 4. Maybe this works. If it doesn't, we'll switch it around. So adding to 5. I need a less than 4 here. That's going to be a 0, 1, or 2. So I could still do the 2 4 here. Wait, how am I going to add to 12? Hold on. How do I add to 12? 4 and 4 is 8. We need 4 4. Okay, so maybe actually I need the 4 4 up here. Yeah, 12 and 3 is probably 4 4 4. We'll put the 4 1 here. The 1 1. Ooh. The 4 2 here. The 1 1. No, the blank blank here, and then the 1 1 there. There we go. Okay. So my instinct of putting the 4 4 in there was what failed me. I should have had the instinct that 12 and 3 was probably 4 4 4. Because they do that a lot. All right. Well, let's continue on to the hard. Oof. Okay. Again, let's write out our dominoes that are forced. This is forced. This is forced. I don't see another forced one that's obvious. Now, this is 3 and 16 or more. 18 would be the max if we had 3 sixes. We do have technically 3 sixes. So I don't know what to do with that. Greater than 8, greater than 9, greater than 8. Greater than 0 is crazy. All these greater than. I wonder if we have to add it up and see if they're all minimized. It's tough, though, because we don't know what goes here, here, or here. Okay, how many dominoes do I have that add to 10 or more? So this is 6, 5, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. Wow. 11, 3, 10, 2. So this is either 5, 6, or 4, 6. That uses up a lot of our big digits here. 12. I could do 664 in here. So this needs to use 4s, 5s, and 6s. I can't use a 3. And then this uses 4s, 5s, or 6s. So this uses 5 of our 4, 5, 6s. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anywhere else have to use 4s, 5s, and 6s? I don't know. This greater than 9 would as well, even if it's not one domino. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 5, 7. How many do we have? I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 from 4, 5, 6. It feels like this is the safer option here, just because we want to tightly match our total sum down here is pretty small. And so I'm gonna assume that all of these cages are just +1 until proven otherwise. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Yeah. So wait a minute. We can't put. Well, I guess we could technically put zeros in like this 5, greater than 5. I was wondering if the zeros had to go in these blank spots here. I don't know which way to put the dominoes. So I've got a 1, 5 here, and then I could put the 5, 6 here, and then we're just. What does that add to? That adds to 16. That's perfect. But now this is obviously isolated, so that's not good. Am I allowed to do this at all? No. Actually, I missed a forced domino. This is a forced domino, and now this is forced, and now this is not. Okay, so maybe maybe the 1, 5. Wait, if I did 1, 5 and 1, 4, that's no good. I can't. Even with a 6, we'd be 15. So I think I need. 5, 5. Maybe I need the 5 blank to go here. And then this needs to be a 6. Greater than 8, we could do the 6, 5. Okay. And I think that I think we're doing this. Right, this was another forced domino right here. Okay. I think this is working. Just assuming that all these are exactly one higher. So the 1, 2 would have to go here. That's forced. If these are exactly one higher. Now 9 and 3 is probably 3, 3, 3. So I don't think it matters which way I do this. 10, I think we can just do this now. What's wrong? What did I mess up? Where's the dot? Oh. The greater than 9. Oh, I flipped this around. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's why this rest of this didn't quite do it. Hold on. So I need this to be a 4. Okay, so I think we do the 4-2 this way. Now I need this to be a 4 as well. We can do the 4-1 there. Okay, this is working. And then these have to be added to 6. Okay. So I think I was right. I think all of them were exactly 1 higher. That's pretty neat. There may have been a way to prove it. It did end up exactly what I was talking about. So if we had added everything up and assumed that these were all exactly 1 higher, I think we would have seen that the dominoes add to exactly that, which means the blanks had to be out in the 3 blank spots, and then we had to add to exactly 1 higher. But I just kind of assumed that that's what they did in this puzzle instead of proving it. But that wouldn't have been a tough proof if you just sum it all up. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Tuesday, January 27th. Let's play. Bit of clothing for a snowman. What does a snowman wear? A top hat? I don't know. Blank is just another defense against the universe. Mel Brooks. Oh. Is that from Spaceballs or something? I'm not sure. Say without saying. Imply? River whose basin spans 11 countries. The Nile, perhaps? Opposite of west, south, west is east, north, east. Excel, like to do well, to, I don't know. Spice in curry powder, cumin. More than enough, ample. Queen Elizabeth I or second for Helen Mirren. A roll. Cook in oil, fry. A scarf is for a snowman, and humor, of course, because it's Mel Brooks. Humor is another defense against the universe. Probably just a quote, not from one of his movies. Excel is shine. Okay, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is canine classics. So dogs. Are these just dog breeds? Can I find breed? There's no D. There's a D here. Okay, there's a D here and here. I'm not saying how to write out breed. Should I just look for something like poodle? Or, I mean, there's so many dog breeds. Maybe they're not breeds, though. Are these movies that star a dog, like Lassie? Lassie is Lassie a movie or TV show? Anyway. Scout? Oh, maybe these are classic dog names. So, can I find name? If so, Fido should be here. Although, they have to be real words. So, Fido's not a real word. Oh, boy. But I do think these are names. I see Scout here. Rover. Let's just start circling. I want to find the spanogram first because I think I should be able to. Scout, and then this is Rover right here. Boop. Rover. Boy, maybe. I'm looking for name, but I think this is the only N. So is it just good boy or something? Good boys. All right. Let's look for more names, and then the spanogram should pop out soon enough. Buddy. Yeah, so here's Buddy. I do think boy is the end of our spanogram. It's got to come up from over here then. Who's a good boy? I'm not seeing it. Let's find more names then, I guess. Can I think of more? FF. Rough? That doesn't seem like it. Classic dog names. So we got Scout, Rover, Buddy, Champ. Champ is right there. Blue. Here's boy. I don't think it's here's boy. Here, oh, maybe just here boy is our spanogram. There we go. So we've got Scout, we've got Rover, we've got Champ, we've got Blue, and we've got Buddy. All right. So we just need to find a few more. Three more names. Is there like an SCR? Scruffy? Scruffy. Okay, Bandit and Spot. All right. No Rocky. Cool. Well, that was a little bit more up my alley than the wines yesterday. How'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Gridogram. The point of this game is we need to find a quote that's hidden within here. So it's a word search, and we need to find all the words within a quote. Now, all of these orange circled words are quote words, and then there's also words in between them that can be found in the grid. Now, what the point is that these are alphabetical. So the alphabetical nature of the list helps us determine what the gold words are. So we just got to start finding words. I think is and as and stuff like that are probably important to find. Probably the. No the in the whole quote. Okay. Maybe an. I don't see an. Okay. I'm trying to get these short words first, and that'll help anchor our alphabet as well. But I guess any words should be fine. Fit. Is fit. Maybe to. At. Oops. At. Pat and sat. Hone. Okay. What's the J doing here? Jump. Not immediately seeing what the J is doing. We know that the F isn't used in any more quote words. We still have some two-letter words to find. I did two. Did I do at? I did at. How about it? It, okay. It was not a gold word. Where? Okay, so it's down here before P. Maybe on. Where did on go? On is there. I did as, right? Yeah. So there's a word before as. Any? Okay, there it is. Is fit to three-letter words. Hem. Me. Gem. Let's see. I wonder what goes here. I think every single one of these dots is a word you can find. I'm certainly not finding all of them. I just want to get the quote. Hot. What's a two-letter word I haven't thought of yet? At it to taw. Joe. That's a Scrabble word. Pudge. Judge. Judge was not it. Huh. Is fit to what? No? Okay, no something. No judger. Whoops. No judger. No person. No. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Men. This is the 6-letter word. Did I do is? I did is. As. Or? Not or. Okay. Is this a does this start with O or maybe P? Pure. This is 5 letters though. Peered. No. Pure is way too late. Okay, so maybe it starts with O. 5 words. On to. I don't think I can repeat the O. He. To get sit. Okay. No blank is fit to sit on, at, fit to sit up. It's a little bit after H. Maybe it does start with H. He, ho. Where did ho end up? Over here. Maybe it starts with I then. It. In. In. No blank is fit to sit in, and then this is a long word. And I think that's the J word. It has to be the J word. Oh boy. Judgment. No blank is fit to sit in judgment. Blank any blank blank. We're getting close. No human, no man, no. What's 6 letters that would fit there? No. Pure. No. Nation. Oops. Ugh. No nation is fit to sit in judgment upon any other nation. There we go. Got it. Woodrow Wilson. While President of the United States, Wilson won the 1919 Nobel Peace Prize for his role as the leading architect of the League of Nations, a precursor to the United Nations. No nation is fit to sit in judgment upon any other nation. Okay. Interesting game. Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of some of the word search games I played, like Squirtle with an E. But you don't have to find all the words, which is pretty neat. No, what is this here? Minutes versus accuracy percent. Interesting. So I'm kind of part of the pack here. A little bit lower on accuracy. And a little higher than on time. Cool. Well, how'd you do? And let's spin the bonus game wheel to see what we are going to play tomorrow. It is going to be Word All, suggested by Matan Better. So Word All, you are given a setup for Wordle, and you have to find all of the possible results, but the mechanics help you find those. All right. So if you'd like to play that, there is a link in the description. And of course, how'd you do?